Hello, everybody. Welcome back to No Man's Land. Our goal on this series is $10 million or FS25, whichever comes first. I think it's going to be $10 million, but I have slept and it is now May, and I realize that I have completely dropped the ball. Our chickens have no food, so our mayonnaise production has no eggs. I put water in our water distribution tank. I filled it up with 500,000 gallons, and I forgot that our open gardens will take all of that immediately. And so we only made about 100 grand overnight. We would have made more had our greenhouses not run out of money or run out of water. So, first thing I want to do today is feed the chickens. Those poor chickens are hungry, and they're not laying eggs because they're hungry. So we're going to take care of them first. We have plenty of sorghum, and our sorghum field is ready to harvest, or it will be ready to harvest tomorrow. So we're in good shape. We'll have plenty of chicken food tomorrow. And we still have some left in the silo, and I'm not sure all of this is going to fit. So I think we're doing all right on chicken food. So that sorghum field should be just fine. Come on now. Why? Why won't you let me feed my chickens? There we go. There you go, babies. Fresh sorghum. Oh, goodness. It took all of that. Let's go get the other, I think there's 5,000-ish liters left in the silo. See how much of that will fit in the chicken coop. I could be wrong. We may need to plant another sorghum field. Ooh, only 3,000. I say sorghum field only because it grows faster than any other chicken food we could grow. And consequently, since we're not using seasons, we can grow more of it in a year than any other crop. And, you know, I say that as if it's the gospel truth. And to be honest, I don't really know. I don't know if my intuition tells me that if I can do 3 crops of sorghum in a year, I'm going to get more in liters than I would if I did 1 crop of barley in a year. So if somebody knows differently, please post that in the comments. Tell me a different way to look at that. And I may end up growing something else for chicken food. I am always open to new ideas. And the possibility that I might be wrong, because I'm wrong often. Alright, so the next thing I want to do, well, I need to get rid of this right here so I can get to this water tank. We're going to replace this with a better production, and the reason I always use the other production is because it's better. And by better, I mean set it and forget it. I don't have to think about it anymore. Once I put this down, it's as if I drilled a well and then plumbed all of my greenhouses and set a timer to water them every day from the water well, which is not an unrealistic thing at all. I would think that most greenhouses that are being operated in a commercial manner would have some sort of automatic watering and wouldn't depend on somebody's memory to remember to fill up the tanks every day. I could be completely wrong about that too, but again, my intuition tells me that most greenhouses, and by the same token, most farms are going to have a water well. And while they may pay to have that water well drilled, and they may pay for the electricity to operate the pump, they do not pay for water. So we're going to put this in the same place, right about there. Yep, that's good. All right. And what I mean by set it and forget it is when I turn it on and tell it to distribute, it's simply going to fill up. And it's going to constantly stay full and send water wherever the water needs to go. So we never run out of water. So I don't ever have to think about water ever again. And if I put down other greenhouses, it will automatically water them too. I hope in FS25 that somebody will invent the same sort of invention for animals. And I say that as if there's not already a mod out there. There could possibly be a mod that already does that I don't know about. There are so many mods, it's really difficult to keep up. All right, so the chickens have been fed. The greenhouses now have unlimited water. So we are going to sleep. And hopefully when we wake up tomorrow, we will have more money and mayonnaise to sell. And, ooh, did I set donuts? Or do we have any flour yet? I have several save games going at the same time, and sometimes I get them confused. I don't think we've put anything in there to make flour yet. No, I don't think that we have. We have nothing. Nope, we have nothing to make flour. So, we're not making donuts yet, but hopefully we'll have plenty of mayonnaise tomorrow, and we will have sold lots of flowers and mushrooms, and have a lot of money. See you tomorrow. That's better. $323,000. So we made about 170, 180 overnight. So that's good. Everything should still have plenty of water. It does. Very good. Sunflower still growing. Sugar beets still growing. So everything's got tons of water. Good. We're good there. Let's check the chickens. Yeah, they're running a little bit low. We'll get them some food later on. And we have some mayonnaise to sell. So we're going to go ahead and sell this mayonnaise. And hopefully that will give us enough money to buy our truck and to buy our new tractor and lease a big plow. All right, and I think that's all the mayonnaise we have in there. Yes, yes it is. So let's take this to town and see how much money we can get. Oops. All right, we are good to go. We have enough money to do what I need to do. So I'll see you guys back at the farm. All right, I think the next thing to do is to take care of our sorghum field. Well, what's going on here now? Looks like our angle is not very good. All right, we missed a little bit. We may need to just harvest this field, and then after we've picked up the straw, I can go back and smooth out some of these areas that still have sorghum in them, just so I remember where they are, and then go back and harvest that little bit of sorghum that remains. It's not going to be much. We're probably talking about a few hundred liters, but you know, if we plant it, we might as well harvest it. Well, maybe I should lower the header. Actually, let's just hire a worker. And once again, we're going to back down the entire field. I don't understand this behavior, but I'm going to put a stop to it right now. You know, I understand going back to this end of the field, but turn around. You got plenty of empty field there to turn around in. And it's not like they care about driving on crops anyway. So which is kind of why I always turn off crop destruction. I mean, it's only crop destruction for the player. Somehow the workers can drive all over the crop and it never gets destroyed. So I don't know. But that's one of the great things about Farming Simulator is that it's so easily tailored to your own tastes. It is a giant sandbox of farming. And the modders make this game exceptional. The game is great, all by itself. Giants has created a wonderful game. But the modders make it something truly special. Let's go make sure the chickens are completely full. And then we should have one more full load to give them. What I'm thinking is we probably need to have another medium-sized field to grow sorghum in. Just to make sure that we always have plenty of chicken food on hand. So I think the plan is going to be to buy another field and use that as our grass field. We'll mow it first, and then we'll plow it and plant grass. And that way we'll have more than enough grass to keep the methane production going. So I think what's going to happen is we're just going to incorporate this into our existing sorghum field here. We should be able to just kind of open up and connect both of these fields together. And that should give us more than enough chicken food. Although I think I am going to have to smooth things down a little bit. I've got some real lumpy spots, especially right here where I am now. This big hump right here, I think, is going to need to get smoothed out a little bit before we plow that out. I'm going to go dump a little more in the chicken pen. Oh no, the chicken pen was full because I still had a little left in the trailer. So this can all go in the silo. So we filled the pen and ended up with some extra. That's pretty good. Could be better, but not bad. All right, let's buy a tractor. First thing I want to do is, of course, look in the sale, see what's available. Tiny little Landini. Nothing we need. Versatile. Big tractor. But I really, really dislike the articulated tractor. I know some people like them a lot. I do not. I don't care for them. I don't mind the all-wheel steering so much, but the articulation in the middle really throws me off. So I don't care to use them. And since this is probably my last series on FS22, I might as well go ahead and use some of my favorite equipment. And of course, my favorite tractor in the game is this little black beauty right here. And we're going to go with the highest horsepower, which is 517. We don't ever need a bigger tractor than this. We can pull whatever we need to pull with this tractor right here. Let's see, what else do we need? We're going to do wheel weights and wide tires because, of course, we are. We're going to do fenders. We are going to do window tint. We're going to do the quick hitch. If you download this mod and use it, remember to say yes to the quick hitch, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to connect a lot of your equipment. It provides this guy right here. This is your 3-point. So unless you add the quick hitch, you're not going to get it. Main color, black. Design color, black. Rim color, black. And that is the Black Beauty. And we are going to buy it. Expensive? Yes, but worth it. And we're going to use it very, very quickly to pick up straw. If you are on PC and you like to play somewhat unrealistic sometimes, find this mod. Misty Cat, and I can't remember, she goes by another name too, but this mod is on forbiddenmods.de. That is where she posted it. So if you would like to get this mod, get it from the original source. But yeah, it's great. I mean, you could clear the straw or grass out of a field in no time flat. And if you get the one that holds 2.5 million liters, you don't ever need to empty it. Because we're not getting 2.5 million liters of anything unless we combine about 6 of these fields. But yeah, this tractor is just butter. It's so smooth, so powerful. By far my favorite tractor in the game. Just a leisurely drive through the field, picking up straw. About 150,000 liters of it. Doesn't get any easier than that. What is up with my triggers today? Oh, because I'm at the fill trigger. Why didn't somebody tell me? Oh. Almost took out the pickup. course, it probably needs to be sold at this point. It's not doing anybody any good just sitting in the shed. So, does anybody know what truck this pickup was modeled after? It's just like Lizard 1986, I think. Oh, there's my lag problem. Hello, lag. Does anybody know what? Is this like an S10 or something? It looks like a Chevy. Because it's tiny. I mean, look at it compared to the plow and the mower. And speaking of mowers, I love this mod. This is one of my favorite mods in the game. It's by far my favorite mower. But sometimes on some maps, when I get out of it, it doesn't shut itself off. And it just runs. I don't know why. Yep, it's just gonna run. And I can sleep because I haven't used that mower. I slept and it ran. So we'll see how long it takes it to run out of gas. So I think I want to go ahead and join these two fields next. But I really want to smooth out that hill a little bit. So let's do a little landscaping, see if maybe we can smooth that out some. And make it as big as it gets and as strong as it gets. And I'm just going to try to flatten out this hill a little bit. Start at the top. Yeah, wow, that's working really well. And I think if we get all of this a little flatter, then our harvester is not going to have such a hard time. It's a very long header, and if it encounters some unevenness, it may not flex in the way that we need it to flex. So we'll just fix the ground instead. Wow, it's still going down. I think if I wanted to do this long enough, I could probably flatten this entire hill out. But I think that may be enough. I want to smooth this out a little bit too, right down here. Really, the only problems I had with the harvester were right here in this little area. All right, I think that's going to help a great deal. Wow. Okay. I think that's going to help a lot. We'll see. But right now, let's rent a really, really big plow. As far as I know, this is the biggest plow in the game. Right here. 26 meters wide. Does a great job. We're going to lease it because we're not going to need it very often. So we'll lease it. We're going to hop in the Black Beauty and do some plowing. So I want to mark out the new area first. And then I think we're going to go ahead and plow the whole thing. Even the sorghum field part of it. Because if we do that, then we won't have any weeds this next crop cycle. Hands down, best plow in the game if you have the horsepower to pull it. We got that done in no time at all, and now we have an enormous, enormous sorghum field. Let's look at how big it is. Yeah. That's a big sorghum field. And Tree Island doesn't really take up too much of it, so I think we'll be all right there. Um, until it just irritates me and I can't stand it anymore, and then we'll get rid of it. This is the field that we will be buying. We're going to mow it first, and then we'll plow it and replant it in grass. And this will be the field that we are able to mow every 3 months. And I'm guessing that we'll get over 1 million liters of grass out of it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but that is my feeling. But I think that is going to just about do it for this episode. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you did not like this video, please post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.